Welcome back, folks. I'm a rough Pebble, and I'm so excited to be playing some more Songs of Six version 70 Riders of Doom, and I'm picking up where I left off in the prior episode with our small village of Petrosa. That's slowly growing. We are at 70 villagers, and we've got 45 Dendarians and 30 Tilapians. We have a lot more housing here, and I'm going to bring in, well, you know what, let's take a look at our food. We do need to adjust that. Let's take a look. We have 0. Let's see, maybe we can, in the next year or two, expand this for there to be another farm. We could use a little bit more fruit. We have meat coming in from the hunter over here in the Hunter's Guild, so they're working on that. Some fish over on this side. But I think we might want to get another fishery. Maybe we get one that encompasses this down here. So let's actually get another fishery sorted here. That way we can have a little bit more food income, and then we can start bringing in even more population, because we're going to build a laboratory today. That's the plan, is start getting some research and getting the labs up and running. So let's do this, because we already have some research points. We've got 20 innovation here, so we can certainly take advantage of that. Okay, that's good. Anything else? We'll leave this alone. We're also working on a clay pit down here. And why don't we do... Oh, I can't even get that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, because... Is this too far? No, that's not far. Let's do a little bit of this here, storage. Do that. And the auxiliaries. Here. Cool. 8 fishermen this time. Okay, we've got a little bit more fish coming out of this one here. Modfish mockery. We can get maybe some more fish. Not that the Tilapians care for fish, but our Dendarians do. And so I think it would be good to get a little bit more of that out there. Shouldn't take much to get this up and running. Yeah, we've already got all the materials. Build it out real nice. We've already got a road set up for this, so I'm going to, well, let's do a 3x3, and we'll bring it into here like this, and then let's do something like that. And we can do a 3x3 here, a 3x3. And then maybe we do something like this. Let's just do that. And we can do some doors in like this for our citizens. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and speed up time, and they'll come out here and mine all of that out. So we're going to move some of our operations into the mountain, because our Dendarians love living in the mountains. And so getting this out and up and running is going to be perfect. We had produced a fair amount of clothing in the last episode and are continuing to make a lot of clothing, which is nice. We could give our folks a little bit more clothing, so let's go ahead and go into access, and we'll give them 4. And we'll do the same for the Dendarians. They can have 4, they can have a target of 4 bits of clothing per person, so that's good. We've got our markets, which are distributing all those resources out to our people. We also have our depots, our export and import depots. We're going to use those today. because we have a lot of clothing here, and we don't need that sitting around, and we might as well use it to purchase things that we do need and don't have access to yet. For example, well, I guess, I don't know exactly what we're going to need for the lab, so let's take a look at that real fast. Labs require, okay, just furniture, so we don't need anything else for that. We already have furniture incoming. How much more do we need for this? Another 10. We'll hopefully get that set up. We've got our second fishery. This is the land bridge overlook. Land bridge fishery. We produce 11 fish here. We produce 8.4 here. That's nice. Okay, so we should have a lot more fish incoming. We are looking really good here on food production rates. We're self-sufficient between the farms and everything else. We also do bring in a lot of food through the foraging as well, which we'll do soon. They have dug out a fair amount of this, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and start building some rooms in here, and we'll make it out of fine cut stone, which we're gonna have to import. Let's do that. And actually cancel you. Oops. Cancel this job. And instead... Oh, and we want to cancel this job too. And then put you here like this. Okay. That's good. Now, because we have 20 innovation, I think it would be good to focus on roads. So getting our roads up and running is going to help us several things. That's going to take 5 innovation, so we should have 15 now. And the reason that we got 5 or 20 innovation to begin with is here, when we gained the Amarir status and built our population up to 74, we got 20 innovation. So that is how we have access to that right now. We're continuing to build all of this out, which is great. Very nice. And how are we going to get these stones? So we're going to use our 2 depots here, our export and import depot. And we're going to call this the Petrosa Foreign Market. This will be the Petrosa Export Market, the PEM. And this will be the Petrosa Port. Nice, the PIN. Here we want to import the cut stone, but right now we are not importing any because we do not have space for it. So we're going to take care of that in a moment. Here we can export some of the clothing, maybe, or maybe some of the vegetables. Why don't we have a fair amount of those and nobody's eating them? So we'll export some vegetables. Though, we do not have a trade agreement with anybody, so we need to go take care of that. I think we'll do Mayots first, because Mayots is to our south. There's some free lands down here that we could get access to, but I think our first target is going to be Cordelia. So we'll try to make friends with Mayots. Mayots is ruled by Mir, and somebody corrected me on X and V, and you're absolutely right. This is foil the 12th, not the 7th. I'm an idiot. Don't know how I messed that up. But what we need to do for today is trade. We want a trade route, and for them to accept this with us, because they're a much stronger and resilient, or a much more established civilization, or settlement, let's call it, they require some guarantee that we're going to be able to provide, and are, you know, that this is going to be beneficial to them in some capacity. So we need to come up with a value of around 8,047. Now to do that, we can click on off resources here and offer them some resources. We have 55 of the clothing, so that is going to net us about almost 4,000 worth of the value here. And then we can sell 14 of the livestock. So that's only 344, so that's not really worth it. Here we can do maybe 246. That way we can actually get something out of this deal. And let's sell all the meat. 18. And maybe some of the mushrooms. We'll do 25. Oh. Yeah, those are quite valuable, so we can just do a limited amount there. There we go. There. Yeah, okay. That way we're not giving them too much additional value. If you do, you just raise your opinion with them, and that's fine. We're going to give them a small bit of food, some livestock, some sheep, and some clothes in exchange for a trade route. And that will be good. Now we can start trading with them. So now this will be a little bit more impactful, and we can have our one worker. We'll set that to not be on auto employ. Our one worker here will go fetch the vegetables here. And we can even have this set so that pull resources from here. So you just set the pull resource from this warehouse. I don't know if you necessarily have to do that, but you can sort of direct where you want the resources to be pulled from. And we don't really have any other location, but we will tell them specifically to get it from the central storehouse. This is coming along nicely. We have mined out quite a bit of the space here. Let's start building some of these roads. Because this is going to be the den of our Dundarians, we are going to put in some stone flooring here. And we can put some stone floors here like this. Yes, that's good. We can put it into the doorway as well. Somebody noted that in one of the comments. Good point. We certainly can. And we will get the finely cut stone for this little set of apartments here very shortly. Okay, that's good. I would also like to build a well. And we'll build it here. We should maybe cut out this as well so we can put some roads around our well. There we go. And we need some workers. That must mean that this is done and there are 16 folks assigned here. We'll set it to 1. And let's see, once we have just the 5 in there, we can see. Okay, so we've got Willingham, Daleth, and this will be Besh's, the Daleth clay mines. Daleth clay mines. Clay mine. Very good. Now we have 9 citizens that are odd jobbers, and they can work on this again. We certainly do not need 9 people on clay right now, but that will be some. Oh, and you can pause here, and you can see the trader here collecting the resources that we offered them in exchange for the trade route. They're collecting all of those vegetables up that we had collected early on in the course of the last couple of years. Some of them a little rotten, but they're gonna pick it up and take it back home, because that was part of the deal. So off they go. We have 0 money right now, but in the next few years, hopefully we can collect more vegetables. We can get some more clothing. And we can build up a little bit of a nest egg here, which we can then use to purchase some of these finely cut stones. That is going to take some time, but we're fine for right now. This is coming along. Let's maybe bring in 5 more. We'll have 50. And then we'll bring in 10 more tilapians. We'll be at 40. Okay. There we go. The land bridge fishery is looking fine, producing a good bit of food. We're still above our consumption rate, and our amount of food stored up dropped drastically as a result of selling off and carting off all those vegetables. But that's fine. We'll only do that for a little bit until we have other things to trade. We just did not have anything else at this time. But that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be able to harvest a lot more here soon. Alright, here come all of the additional pop that are going to come work this area here. I would also like to build out a little bit of a road here, like this. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. It is, starting to snow, maybe. We'll call it that. That's about as generous as I can be for what's actually happening outside right now. And Camille is calling me to go take a look at it. Which is, it's cool. It's always nice to look at it fall. But, anyways, I don't think it's going to stick. We have built some concrete or some, not cobblestone. This is called paved road. Up to the labs here and to these apartments, which is going to be very nice for our Dendarians that are living there. In addition to the paved roads, I think it would be good to build some cobbled roads, because these cobbled roads are enjoyed by the tilapians that live in our city here. So I'm going to do something like that. And we can do something like this. And I'll do, yeah, one more here, like that. And then we can do something like this. That's good. And maybe we'll do this pathway is going to be cobblestone. That's good. Nice. Okay. So we've got a little bit of stone, or of a little bit of road that everybody likes. The respective communities are going to like. The Dendarians are going to love the paved roads. The Tilapians are going to love the cobble roads here. Our food production is looking great. Clay production is fine. This is coming along. We will soon have all of this done. And we can also soon go harvest the resources here that are forageable. Great, finish building that. Also, that's the import market. I want one of these. Alright. Can I not? Oh. I guess I can't expand it? That's a little strange. That's a health thing and then a hearth thing here. There we go. Do we want the biggest one here? Yeah, we'll put the biggest one here. Okay, that's good. And then we can put some more roads around it like this. That'll be nice. Okay. Uh-oh. There's an injury. A Dendarian has been injured. Uh-huh. They really want more torches, but unfortunately I think this one's going to perish. Marcus' favorite. Fortunately, that would be not wise right now, given your state. Continue to dig this out, yeah, and this here, too. Good, yeah, get back to it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, and that's the wrongful death there. Well, fortunately we have a place for them to be disposed of. We have 3,000. Look at that. How much do we want? We really only need just a little bit. And we don't have any storage space for this, so what we need to do is create some. We're going to go here into settings. That's changed since I last played. We'll put 2 crates for the stone. And then here we can, yeah, that's fine. And then if we hover over this, we can see that you will currently import 16. Let's just set it to 32. That's fine. Good. And we are continuing to grab up the vegetables and put them into here. There's none left. We have one more batch to be harvested. Alright, we've named all of that the well here. This is going to be... Petrosa... Cavern... Cavern well... This is going to be Petrosa Cavern well, okay. I like it. And then, okay, we'll call it the Cavern Mouth Well. That's good. We're gonna need more wood for this, and we can start working on the laboratory here. So we'll set this into here. We can get a nice station squared away. Okay. But I want it like this, and then maybe do... No. We're just gonna do something like this. Put one here, one here. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. We can have 30 workers. We'll toss in a door here. Let's put the door in here, yeah, since we've got... Cancel that. There. Okay. Okay, and they're getting to work on building out the laboratory. We need 30 furniture. We've got 12 squared away, but we need a little bit more. And we still are waiting for the market to import some of the goods. We want 32. Incoming wares, 0. Okay. So that's fine. We still have 23 people here. 15. Hold up. You guys should be working on this soon. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, okay, they are working on it. Good. Harvesting the fiber out this way. We are going to harvest some fiber here also. And we'll harvest some fruit soon. Oh no. Another Dendarian. More torches. Need some more mushrooms. We need more guards ensuring safety. No, agreed. Yeah, I mean, it pains you to say this as you're bleeding out. I agree, it is paining you very much. We are going to try and address that here. And... how are we gonna do that? We will get some guards. Okay, we're getting some mushrooms here. That's fantastic. That's good. This is... we're still waiting on the furniture. Don't have any more fabric for the clothing. Alright. I'm sorry that this is the way it is, the Dundarian janitor. You were the one keeping this place together, and then you got shanked. Shoot. Alright, let's put a second person in there to ensure that everything's on the up and up. We're gonna need more more wood. Let's harvest the wood. And the hearth here. Cavern, mouth, hearth. Okay. There, and we've almost got the furniture. It's quite close. There, and we're getting more wood. That's good too. Workload is 100 here. Is that just because you're hauling the food back in? Yeah, I need more folks out here. Stop actually stop doing this, maybe? I mean, I guess I'll let them finish, but then, yeah. Maybe the rest of the next day you should focus on. We've got all the mushrooms here. We've already grabbed all the fruit. We just have a bunch of vegetables out here that we want to grab. Oh, and is that the trader? Where'd you run off to? I think it's you. Yeah. Oh no, you're a hunter. I see. Okay. Let's keep harvesting more of the vegetables. Oh, here they come. There we go. This is fantastic. Our workforce, our odd jobbers. The efficient group. Alright, we got most of them. We got most of them. Not all of it, but most of it. Yeah, okay, we can't do any more. Okay, so that's not too bad. That should be a couple more days worth of food there. Okay, so we've taken care of food. We have taken care of the imports and exports. We'll soon have some of this. We have too many people doing research right now. Do 5 people on research, and this is going to be the Cavernous Idea Labs. Our 5 folks there are going to produce a little bit of research. That's great. The rest of our folks are going to dig out more stuff here, I think. I'm just going to do a big area here. Oh, whoops. We'll just dig out a pretty large area this way, and then we can kind of figure out what we want to do with it. We can do something like that. Alright, get our workforce on that. Has the trader come yet? Still 0 resources on the way. Let's double check our... Yeah, we've got our agreement, our trade agreement. We could unite. 24 million. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's absolutely not going to happen anytime soon. Continue to bring the vegetables over here. We could maybe put a few more folks onto the workforce here. I'll add 2 more there. Workload 57, 56. We probably need a bathroom area over here. I think maybe something along here could be kind of nice. But we'll continue to let them work on this. What else? So we've got... Oh, and we've already received 1 innovation from the research that we're doing here. So great. We've got the roads. The swimming pools, that could be kind of nice. I'm thinking maybe proper burials. We've had a few folks that have perished. Additionally, we might want to do something like a smithy. Or makeshift weapons. We could do that in a carpenter. And we could make spears or warhammers. I think auroch domestication is good. Let's do that. Let's do that, and we're going to invest in an auroch farm. Husbandry. Auroch. And let me just take a look at this real fast. Alright. We could produce leather and meat. Fertility affects how many animals a pasturist can hold. Unlike farms, the amount produced per worker is unchanged by fertility. Okay. So this is... soil. Uh-huh. So yeah, that is what we're looking at. Okay. So having something like here. There, we could do something like that, and that way there's still a pathway here. There. We expand the auroch pasture as far up here as we can, while still leaving a perimeter for folks to navigate around if they need to. There we go. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. I can't do that. Okay. So that's good. We can continue to expand this out a little bit further here. A little bit more this way too, I suppose. These are quite fertile lands over here though, so I don't want to take too much of them up. But I do think a little bit along here is fine. We'll do... we can leave out all of that, I suppose, and we'll just go over this way. And we've got some that we can put in here. No. Must be like this. And then we've got some more space here. There we go, that's good. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, we'll just leave it like that then. Okay. I think that's about all we can do here. Can't expand it out any further. Not really much more space out here that I want to... I mean, I guess we could just smash it up against the wall here. And then just do that. And hopefully nobody gets stuck in there. Let's just do this for now. That'll be 14 workers. We could do one more row here. Almost 15 workers. 15 workers. I mean, I think it would be good to maybe do like a little bit more out here just because we can. Yeah, let's do this. That'll give us a few more workers and a little bit more production as well. Okay, good. All right, 15.7, pretty decent. 14.9, yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's get that going. We need a gate. All right, we're gonna put the gate in over on this side because that is what I want to do. Yeah, toss the gate here. Let's toss a hut here. A hut here. One here. There we go. Okay, cool. And that is going to be our Auroch pasture. This is going to be... Let's see, we don't have a lot of stability up here. So if we want to take a look at foundations, yeah, we want sturdier foundations over here. And then soil is good here. So build here for the soil. And then, yeah, we could also build a little bit over here. We're going to replace this with the Tilapian housing over here, I think. This will all be Tilapian one day. I think that's going to be the plan. As a matter of fact, as soon as this is done, which we do have, aha, and we do have some of the finely cut stone now. So we have successfully imported and exported some goods. We're going to work on this Auroch farm. This is fantastic. This is going to produce a ton of stone because there's just so much of it out here along these mountains. And then, yes, I see there is a bunch of Scythian ore over here, which will ultimately, we will work that one day, but for right now, it's just going to remain, some of it's going to remain buried under our farm. And that's okay. It's just a little corner of this field here. Okay, we've already got a bunch of stone here, and a lot more stone to go. Let's work on clearing the rest of that out. Great. Everybody else is happy here. We're working on mining this area out also. And we're gonna need... Let's see, we've got space for a few more folks. Okay. Let's organize this. Well, you know what? That's fine. People can use whatever they need to sleep in for right now. We don't need to be fussing about that quite yet. Okay. Yes, lots of work up here. But I think it will pay off for everybody, because our people do also need leather. Here in this... Okay, we've already got that squared away. Yep, we can set that to do a little bit more. And then meat and livestock. Perfect. And we've got 9 livestock that we can use to immediately populate these fields with, this pasture with. Alright, 93%, very good. Making lots of headway. And then we're going to need 480 wood, but there's actually quite a bit of it already out here. Okay, 94, 95% there. And we've dug out quite a bit of this also. There we go. I think today we'll get it. New rooms, yeah, the Cavernous Idea Labs. We have another point there. A couple of points, I think. Alright, 99. Almost. Let's get this done, yeah? Oh, it's so close. Alright, well maybe it won't be today. A few more days of mining out some of these rocks and then we'll be good and cleared. Nice. Okay. And then deliver the stone. Or the wood. Our farmers are working in the fields, trying to keep the frost off the seeds and whatnot, and make sure everything's all prepped for the springtime. We had another wrongful death. That's not good. Okay, and we've got all the wood that we need in here. Start constructing that as well. A second wrongful death. No available services. Oh boy. We need a second one here. And I think we need a place... Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact... Delete that. What we're gonna do is go into here. We're gonna get proper burial. And we're gonna get a graveyard going here. We won't do that to our people. They deserve a little bit more than that. Afterlife graveyard, yeah. Where to put the graveyard? I actually think out here is not bad. We'll have a small graveyard here along the roadside. Do something like that. There we go. We can have a small group of trees here like this, and then some flowers. Oh, that's plenty of respect. We could even have... Whoops. Whoops. What am I doing? We can have one grave here and here. Pathways. Oh. We do something like this. Small tree. Small flowers. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we'll do some flowers like that. Okay. Alright, let's get that squared away. We're gonna need some wood and stone for that. Okay. Good. Very, very nice. So now our people have a place to rest in their final days. This is going to come along nicely too. Once we have a little bit more capacity. But I think our people really wanted to get this built out. Because we have 2 bodies out there. Okay, good. Graveyard. We've got 1 grave digger out here. This will be the 4 rest resting, forest, clearing, rest. Forest clearing. Oh, whoops. Shift key, sticky key. It hates me. I'm sorry about that. Forest clearing. For resting. Forest clearing site. That's going to be our forest clearing site. And they'll rest there in their final days. And we've already got a couple people there, I think, that are visiting. And yeah, there's people here, and there's a grave here and here. Did I not put flowers here? Delete. The resting place still holds 2 dead. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Okay. So I can't do anything there. But with that, I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll continue onwards in the next episode, where we're likely going to refurbish all of this housing to Tilapian wood homes. And maybe we'll even revise the structure of these as well. That's something to be considered, because I think the Tilapians kind of like a little bit more of a fun style housing architecture. But we'll think about that. We'll think about that, certainly. There is plenty more to be doing here. Oh, and we've already got the pasture up and running also. Let's just go ahead and set that to like 6, because, well... Okay, yeah, let's set that to like 9. That's good. Bighorn. Bighorn Auroch. Auroch Ranch. Very good. Yeah, and like I said, if you have any comments or tips or tricks or anything like that, I certainly have a lot I can learn as well, and so always open to that. I think we have enough of the finely cut stone, and we actually focus more on the falcata, which costs much, much more, 379 per. We want to make sure we got that set up here as well, some falcata. And then when we get to the next level up, we can get the Frontics, and we can start thinking about training up our military a little bit. So that is going to be the next steps there. And, yeah. Things are looking mighty nice here.